This is the concept of curly brackets. And once you learn this, you will not go back because it can change the way you write Excel formulas. And that's why in this video, I'm going to show you 3 different levels of using these curly brackets in your formulas. And mind you, after that, you will not go to write your formulas in the old way. So make sure to watch, and now let's get started. All right, so let me show you one problem that I'm facing and then how to solve that problem using curly brackets. If you look at here in my screen, I have this data and here I have this list of products. And if I want to have a sum of these 3 products in a single cell, how would I do that? Now, in the normal case, what I'll do, I'll use this function called SUMIF, and then I'm going to say this is the range of the products, and then this is the product itself as a criteria, and then this is the sales column. I'll come back, I'll close the function, I will freeze these to range, the first one, and then this where I have the sales. Now I will hit enter and drag this formula down to have sum for all these 3 products, and then I'm going to use alt equals to have the total of these 3 products. But that is something I don't need to do if I'm using these curly brackets. And now let me show you how would I do this by using curly brackets. I will enter this function SUMIF again, and then I'm going to say this is my range where I want to have the criteria, and then I'm going to type all the products using curly brackets, just like this. Laptop, mouse, and keyboard within the curly brackets. I'll move to the next sum range. I'm going to say this is the sum range, the sales column, come back, close the function, hit enter, and now I have these 3 values in one go. But my formula is not yet complete. I'll simply wrap this entire formula using some function, hit enter, and now I have, you can see 49227, that is the total of laptop, mouse, and keyboard. Now if I want just mouse and laptop, I don't want keyboard, I'll simply remove it from the formula and hit enter. Now I have sum for laptop and mouse only. And here I have one more example of using these curly brackets. If I want to have first date of every quarter in 2026, how would I do that? I'll simply use this function called date, and for year, I'm going to say 2026. And then in the month, I'm going to say curly brackets 1 for the first month, and then for the 4th month, and then for the 7th month, and then for the 10th month. I'm going to close the curly brackets and move to the next argument, day. I'm going to say 1, close my function, hit enter, and now I have these 4 dates here. But these dates are in the wrong structure. So what I'll do, instead of using these commas, I'm going to say semicolon. And I'm going to hit enter. And now I have my dates in a single column, not in a single row. So the idea is, if you want to have the structure, the entire array in a horizontal way, you need to have a comma, just like this. And if you want to have it in a vertical structure, then you need to have a semicolon, just like this. And now let me show you one of my favorite examples of using curly brackets. If I use sort function here to sort the data that I have and specify this array here, and then in the sorting index in sort function, I can only specify one column. If I use first column, second column, or third column. But with curly brackets, I can say I want to use first column as well as third column. And I'm going to close the curly brackets, move to next argument. I'm going to say ascending, close the formula, hit enter, and now my data is sorted using department as well as the orders. But if I edit my formula back, and then if I remove this, and here if I also add a curly bracket and say for the first column I want to have descending order, and for the second column I want to have ascending order. Close the curly brackets, close my function, hit enter, and now my data is sorted using this column, but also using 2 different sorting orders. Yeah, thanks for watching this video, and make sure to check out this video on 10 absolutely mind-blowing Excel tricks that I wish I knew earlier. And I'll see you in the next video.